We are live. Well, everybody. Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. Happy Thursday. It is a beautiful Thursday night / Friday morning, depending on how you view the day. It is Thursday night for me, so Thursday night I shall treat it as. Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis channel. I am your host, Crypto Bro, also known as Brian. What up? And we are back at it again with another edition of the daily live stream. Plenty of interesting things happening in the market today. Plenty of, plenty of losses. I took one loss today on AMC. We'll definitely get into AMC, but I definitely took a little bit of a loss. Saw a little bit of a fake out play out here today, but I'll kind of go into some of the reasons why risk management is so fucking important. My risk was managed off the 21 exponential for AMC, but 2% loss is better than the 7.5% that AMC dropped today. So we'll go ahead and dive in. We'll give a little bit of a checkout of NASDAQ, obviously, first and foremost. Seeing price action pop back above that resistance region here, now trying to confirm this region as support. Nonetheless, we are still remaining below the 21 exponential. So again, my disposition remains to the downside as long as we are seeing price action candle closures below that 21 exponential for now. Kind of playing around with that 21 exponential here. So, things are, more or less inconsequential in my opinion. We'll take a look at RSI here. What is RSI telling us? Yeah, a little bit of a pop back up. Nice little bounce after that 21 exponential failure here. So the disposition remains the same for this one. As long as price action remains below that 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking for this target down here. First and foremost, somewhere around $14,600, give or take. We don't have a low call here. It would be interesting to see a low call here, because if we do get a low call here, I'm going to be forced to bring up another exponential here. Let's see if it's the 55 here today. Yeah, lines pretty well with the 55 here. I would consider this a test of the 55, and if this does confirm as a higher low here, I'll look at it as a higher low, more or less, if we get a confirmation that this region here is a low. Again, in conjunction with this low here, the uptrend structure would still remain very valid as long as we don't see candle closures below this region here at 14.6, right? Yeah, we did see some change of behaviors here, but I do look at this stuff from a pulled out perspective, right? I don't look at every single low and every single top as a major low or a major top here with price action. I kind of pay attention to the major levels, the price action playing around here. So we did get a little bit of a bounce off the green 55, and if we do remain above this region here, I'm not going to be looking for longer term change of behavior on price action here. More or less looking for continuation. But we still need confirmation, right? We still need to see candles close back above that 21 exponential before I'm actually even confident about making that kind of call here. For now, price action remains below. My target still remains the same. Let's go ahead and look at stochastics here. Stochastics breaking below, printing new lows here. So this structure, invalid. This horizontal support, now invalid. It's going to be very interesting to see where price action takes the stochastics here. If we do see more decline here, I would expect a breach of the 50 read. How close are we to that 50 read? Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's coming close. It's coming a little bit close here. So it's kind of crunch time again. Very important to pay attention to these specific levels. But again, there are cases for both perspectives, which is why it's always important to expect nothing and prepare for every every case scenario, right? So there are cases that you could build for potential continuation to the upside, and cases that you could build for the potential continuation to the downside. However, I'm still waiting, right? We could easily see this play out in some consolidation. We could easily see this break and then break again back to the upside. See a little bit of a consolidation phase here play out. Again, this is, just a big consolidation range here. Maybe we're seeing that range open up. If you are playing from a wick basis here, we are technically still within a consolidation range. I'll go ahead and mark that range out right now. Let's see. That one makes sense. Yeah, that one makes perfect sense. From a wick basis, you could still argue that we are still within a consolidation phase, though. But I don't play with wicks. I play with candle body closures, and for right now, candle bodies are closing above this resistance now, potentially confirming it as new tentative support. If we do see this closure above that level in 16 hours 42 minutes, I will be looking for a pump up to try to see a test potentially break the exponential here. However, momentum oscillators are not painting the same picture. Again, we just covered stochastics here, taking a nosedive here. We did see a little bit of waning momentum on yesterday's candle, but that has been defeated as of late, and stochastic still carrying itself to the south. RSI, again, another little bit of a pity bounce before, boom, coming right back to the negative slope here. Again, the exponential still remains negative for NASDAQ, so the disposition is more or less the same as yesterday, and I do not see... This happens to me all the fucking time, guys. My freaking trend lines, my diagonal trend lines are always jacked up. Jacked up, right? No, that was the correct location. All right, there we go. So this is this uptrend structure on RSI is still valid, but things are getting a little more touchy here, especially seeing RSI approach that 50 read more and more. It would be indicative of a little bit more of a medium term pullback if we see the RSI break that 50 read in conjunction with stochastics breaking that 50 read and price action continuing to close candles below the 21 exponential. And the more that the 21 exponential gains a negative slope, the more confident in downside price action probability I am going to become. So that's kind of where I'm going to leave NASDAQ for right now. Again, not looking for any all-time highs. This could potentially play out as a higher low, again, in conjunction with this low here, but until I get confirmation, it's time for me to wait. We'll go ahead and move on to SPY futures here. Pretty much the same thing here, bouncing back up, still confirming this region as support. We did see this candle break through the 21 exponential, confirm this region as support, and then this this candlestick right here, boom, crashed through support and got bought right back up. That's just putting more validity on the support region here. I am looking for maybe a little bit more consolidation, more sideways price action within this region here, but again, as long as we remain below that 21 exponential, I am not looking for north targets. I am looking for south targets. We do see stochastics taking up that that little trend line, that little upside trend line, that bullish trend line that we were talking about for quite some time here. Invalid. We do still have this trend line here to talk about, though. This one is still very valid with 3 points right now. I wouldn't consider these two touches of that trend line. Obviously, this is not close enough for me to consider these tests. However, we are seeing new lows print on stochastics here, and new lows, in my opinion, are the most probable outcome for price action. Why? Again, the 21 exponential moving average strategy is the main strategy that I'm trading here, and as long as we are closing candle closures below this region, the 21 exponential, I guess the price action is $4,400. I'm going to be looking for momentum oscillators to continue diving south. What is RSI telling us? Rejection of the bullish control zone followed by boom, south, and then again a little bit of that boom, a little bit of a pity bounce right here, and then right back down. So nothing too nothing too significant as far as major lows are concerned, but we are approaching that 50 read here on the RSI. So it is time, in my opinion, to really start paying attention, because if we don't confirm a low, a structural higher low within this region, this is going to be my first target to the downside. Somewhere around 43.10 spot 75 would be my first target for price action. Again, if we remain below the 21 exponential, we could easily confirm a higher low here with any candle closure, in my opinion, back above that 21 exponential, and more conservatively back above this region here, this resistance level at 44.16 spot 50. I would be very confident in calling this a low here, and a higher low at that, if we do see candle closures back above this resistance level here, again with confirmation, with a back test to confirm it as support, or just straight continuation with a second candle closure above. That'll be enough for me to be confident in that call. Where is my drink? Give me 1 second, guys. Woo! I am fired up today. I am absolutely excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you for watching. If you do like this content, you like my energy, whatever. If you hate my energy, I don't care. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. Hit that subscribe button. Tick that little bell. All the help that we can acquire from supporters and from TA nerds alike is vastly appreciated. We do need some more visibility here so that we have a chance and an opportunity to grow the YouTube channel. So again, if you do like the videos, you do like the live content, the absolutely free realistic analysis content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Let's go ahead and move on. I think I'm done with SPY futures here. We're going to move on to Dow Jones. I would imagine it's going to be the same shit. Yeah, same shit. So a nice bounce, but okay, let me look at this. Sometimes I get a little bit mixed up here on these gap downs with upside momentum here. Let me take a look. Okay, so I'm going to put a level here just because it is relevant, right? It is relevant as a level. We do see resistance, being confirmed as support, right? We did get that gap down right below, but we didn't see a candle closure below it to confirm it as new tentative resistance, right? We actually saw the gap down and then boom, bounced right back up. However, look at that 21 exponential. This is our confirmation, in my opinion. This is confirmation that price action is likely to come to the downside. Here's another point, right? I like the way Dow Jones is playing out right now. We do see stochastics again shooting through that critical read, and the exponential here following suit with a shot through that critical read here. This is a sell signal, in my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but this is just my own speculative opinion. But we got a nice signal here. We got two nice signals here. Let's see what RSI is telling us. Ooh, we have a potential third signal here lining up on the RSI, basically, rubbing skins right against that 50 read here, that neutral zone read here. Any kind of downside momentum, maybe a closure below this right here would initiate that cross below 34. We'll just call it 34,800, right? Any candle closure below there, I likely look for RSI to shoot through the middle of that neutral zone here, which would be another confirmation signal of price action, likely to play out to the downside. I would be looking for continuation to the downside as a result. At the end of the day, unless we see candle closures back above that 21 exponential, I am not looking for bullish momentum to new all-time highs. I'm actually going to be looking for price action to potentially continue onwards and upwards towards the 21. But likely it gets rejected, right? This is a confirmation candle. Again, green or red, it doesn't matter. We got that second candle closure below the 21 exponential, and anytime I see that, that is my first edge, right? With the strategy that I'm playing, I'm looking for candle bodies to close either above or below the 21, followed by a confirmation candle above or below. That is the first perceived edge that I'm always looking for. And then using stochastics again with that 80 read cross here and RSI playing with that 50 read here, that adds more confidence to a potential position that I could or could not take, right? But the fact that we saw that second candle closure below, that's enough, in my opinion. Even without momentum oscillators here, that is enough for me to say, hey, price action likely comes further to the downside. Downside target number 1 has already been met, again, with that gap open below that support region. But with this buyback up above this region, it is still considered support in my eyes. So maybe we see a little bit of a jump back up to test that 21 once again, but I'm still looking south. Momentum oscillators are pointing in that direction here. Both the RSI and the stochastics are pointing in the same direction, and that's factual. That's not opinion. And downside is kind of what I'm looking for on this one. Again, it doesn't have to be unlimited downside. Again, this could be another high or low in potential formation, just like NASDAQ and SPY futures. But until I get confirmation of that signal, I'm looking south. Until proven otherwise. So I try to trade, I trade technical analysis, not my opinion. While my opinion is, maybe we see some higher lows. We don't have confirmation of any of that on the big three just yet. And until I get confirmation of that, I got the confirmation of the secondary candle closure below the 21 on all three. I have confirmation of momentum oscillators pointing to the downside, making a couple of critical signals. I'm looking short, right? I'm looking for the downside, and until proven otherwise, that's my disposition on the big three. I wonder what Dixie is doing. I wonder if it pulled back or if it continued onwards and upwards. We'll go ahead and take a look here. Kind of stagnant, kind of not what I expect. Oh, wait. Yeah, kind of stagnant. This was yesterday's candle closure. We observed this candle closure here on yesterday's stream, and now we're seeing a little bit of a spinning top, possibly. We still have 18 hours, 33 minutes left in this candle here, and anything could happen, but look at stochastics here, crossing back up into that critical read. This is a buy signal, right? I'm taking this as a buy signal for the US dollar index, the exponential and the stochastics bouncing off the middle of the bullish control zone and then boom, straight back up. This is a beautiful signal. I will be looking for stochastics to print new highs in conjunction with price action potentially putting in new highs. But again, anytime I see new highs on price action, especially highs above a major level here, this being the major level around 93.27, you have to be prepared for potential pullbacks, right? It doesn't have to be all-time highs. It can just be new highs being printed in the formation of price, and we have new highs. So pullbacks, not out of the question. We do see RSI hitting the bullish control zone here again, seeing a little bit of that pullback action, but here's the most important thing. We have taken out this high and we are printing new highs in the structure, right? So the calls for potential bearish divergence are now off the table, and I'm going to be looking for continuation on this one. More realistically, yes, a pullback to test this region as new tentative support would not be out of the question at 93.27. However, this is my next target for price action, right around 93.80, in line with this major level here. We do have a lot of wicks and a lot of candles lining up with this level here, so this is a valid target in my opinion. And if we do end up taking that price target out, the next target I'll be looking for is 94.045. Give or take a few cents, blah 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 blah. You know the gist, you know the whole deal. But unless we see some kind of catastrophic, break with an open and closure below the 21, I'm not really looking for major movement to the downside as of late. This structure is actually very bullish in my opinion. So. Even if we broke this critical level here, right? Even if we saw a pullback below 93.27 here, a pullback all the way to the 21 would still provide the case for a potential higher low to formulate, right? But as long as we're above that 21 exponential, I have no reason to be concerned for price action, continuing its bearish trend. The fact that we printed a new high above this critical level here tells me that this is in fact long-term bullish, and especially if we get this confirmation closure above this this new tentative support level here today. So that's kind of how I'm looking at the dollar. Let's move on. All right, let's get this one over with, because here's another example of where it doesn't work, okay? Just because I'm confident in a strategy, you can be confident in it, and I want to make this vastly aware to any new traders or any medium traders looking to solidify their strategies, right? No strategy at all whatsoever in the trading markets is 100% accurate. There is no such thing as crystal ball bullshit. There is no such thing as a perfect strategy that you can win on every single time. It doesn't happen, okay? So here's a perfect example of where I got stomped out today. Now, am I ashamed? Am I sad that I got stomped out? Fuck no. Why? Based off of my trading rules, when I see confirmation of a perceived edge, I'm taking it. I am taking it no matter what. I took the edge because why? We got a secondary candle closure, albeit a reversal style candlestick closure above the 21 exponential here, right? We got the break. Boom. This was confirmation. We saw stochastics come into the upside. I did not anticipate a rejection of the neutral zone, right? That's one of the it's one of the many possibilities that can happen at any given time on any given trade, right? So I took this position, I mitigated my risk. Let's go ahead and find out where I mitigated my risk on AMC here today. Here's yellow 21. So it was basically right here. It was basically right here where I mitigated my risk. And I said, all right, boom, 2%. It says 2.07, right? Doesn't matter. I do this whole thing where to get a perfect risk management portion, I have to do this whole zoom in thing, and basically do this crap here to get a perfect 2%. And even when you zoom in, it's still pretty difficult. 35.35 was my risk management point on AMC, and obviously I did take a 2% loss. However, guess what? Taking a 2% loss is way better than taking a 7.5% loss. So I'm not disappointed at all. I did take my perceived edge. You're not going to win all of them, and that's just a game of trading here. That's the hardest part psychologically for people to wrap their heads around is without risk management, you're not going to be successful long term. And the fact that I use risk management protected most of my capital. Right, 2% of my trade, a big whoop. All right, I lost what, $15 on the trade. Oh, big whoop. I'd rather lose 15 bucks than 50 or 60 or 100 or half or anything like that. But we saw price action close that confirmation candle above the 21 exponential. I took the trade. It did not play out in the way that I expected it to play. I did mention yesterday on AMC that a potential lower or higher high followed by a higher low is possible here. But the rejection of the neutral zone, in my opinion, not the spiciest read, right? Not the spiciest read. Rejecting off that neutral zone, rejecting that 50 read, printing a bearish divergence call, playing out bearish divergence, and then crossing back below the exponential. Not too healthy from an RSI perspective, although stochastics still says up, right? We do see a little bit of that tick to the sideways, right? A little bit of waning momentum here on price action, but still to the upside we remain. What does this mean for price action? I do believe this means we are in a range at the current moment in time. Consolidation, right? Consolidation is what I'm looking at right now. We do have a couple of targets to the upside and to the downside. And the fact that we're closed another candle below the 21 exponential tells me that we're going to be likely seeing a test of this region down here tomorrow, somewhere around 32.40, maybe even a wick all the way down to 31 bucks. Would not be out of the question. And again, we do have conflicting indicators here. RSI pointing down and stochastics pointing up. So the most important factor that I'm paying attention to here, obviously, I can't say it enough, price action, horizontal support and resistance, and the 21, right? So if we get a secondary candle closure below the 21 tomorrow, this is likely a fake out. This is likely a fake out trying to trap people who are looking to buy this asset, and then boom, absolutely shrekking them to the downside, right? Pulling people out of their positions, yada yada yada, before potentially continuing the trend to the downside. This is let's see, let's actually take a little closer look here. Where's our high? Right here's our high. This is not a low. So here's a low here and a higher high, right? Definitely a higher high, especially in conjunction with this high here. So we do have the basis to be on a uptrend watch. An uptrend is not confirmed, but we can still be on the watch. We have the first condition for an uptrend, right? We have the higher high. What's the second condition we are looking for? A higher low. As long as we close candles above this low here, I'm going to be convinced that this could potentially turn into an uptrend. Consolidating around the 21 does not necessarily mean anything, in my opinion, until the consolidation breaks either to the upside or to the downside. Am I looking for a specific direction? No. I was when I traded to the upside, thinking that continuation was likely, but I got faked out. So now I'm saying, all right, consolidation, right? We're consolidating still. We have the upside point. Boom, 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 boom. We've been playing consolidation, okay? And just because we close above the 21 does not mean shit. Does not mean shit until we take out the consolidation range. And start seeing follow through with price action continuing above the 21 exponential. But for now, as far as AMC is concerned, I am looking for consolidation. I am resetting. I am not taking a position until I get full blown confirmation of any kind of directional movement here. Again, I did think that this was confirmation yesterday on RSI here. It was actually still pointing right up here, right? And I was like, ooh, we're playing real close with that 50 read here. Continuation back above that region is going to give me more confidence of upside movement, and then boom, rejected it, right? We rejected it. And this still being the bearish neutral zone, still very indicative that the bears have more control than the bulls do. So, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to price action. You gotta pay attention to the overall trend. Is this an uptrend? No. Until proven otherwise, it is still a downtrend. And there is nothing anybody can tell me to change my mind on that disposition. And until, again, like I said before, until AMC breaks either the top side of the range or the bottom side of the range, I wait. I saw an edge. I took the edge. It failed. Now, time to back off. Time to watch price action. Wait for the next low risk, high reward trade setup, and then take it. right? And then take it when I identify that perceived edge. For now, consolidation is consolidation is consolidation. Let's go ahead and check out MMAT. I wonder what it's doing here. Consolidating, still consolidating. We've only been consolidating for about 3 days now. A little bit of a tighter range, to be honest with you, but nothing that I'm going to mark off significantly. I still think price action pulls into the $2.70 region here, especially with all these decreasing wicks being rejected at this resistance level here at $3.18, and the fact that we broke structure here, seeing this consolidation. Boom, break to the downside. Downside continuation is my likely disposition here. We do see stochastics breaking into that critical read for bearish control. Not looking good for MMAT. RSI here. Still putting in, still aiming lower, We did see a little bit of a pop back up, and then what happened? Boom, rejected the negatively sloped exponential. We've been rejecting the negatively sloped exponential since it became negative. So, until we see it flip back to a positive stature, I'm not going to have confidence in any bullish momentum to the upside. All signals point down on this asset, in my opinion, and I'm still going to be looking for targets, potentially even lower than $2.70 here, especially if we get confirmation below 271 to confirm it as new tentative resistance. So, and again, the most important contributing factor as far as any bullish momentum here is the 21 from my perspective. Again, beautiful, beautiful trades could have been made on this asset with the 21 exponential. And, if you took this trade right here, this is your confirmation candle that tells you it's time to short. If you shorted here and you're still in the position, man, you're riding one hell of a position. Congratulations. And until the price action crosses back above the 21 exponential and then closes a secondary candle to confirm it as new tentative support, I'm not bullish at all. I'm actually full-blown bearish on this asset. And I'll be even more bearish, mind you, if we take out the structural low of $2.70. I'll be looking for this one to fucking floor it to a $1.88 if that condition isn't met. Let's go ahead and move on. What else do we have on the docket here? I do believe the Hall of Fame, and then Bitcoin, and then we have a plethora of requests that I have to fulfill tonight. I am actually very excited about that, so we'll go ahead and continue on. If you like the videos, you guys, again, I'm going to be sounding like a broken record. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps us get some more subscribers, some more TA nerds into the community here. And the more TA nerds, the better, right? So let's take a look at the Hall of Fame. Not looking good. Not looking good, to be honest with you. Is that a confirmed break? Let's zoom in and find out. Yep, we have a confirmed break. We are in that blue box territory here. And now I'm going to be looking for, maybe a bounce first, but ultimately I'm going to be looking for a back test to confirm this region as new tentative support somewhere around $2.57 before, in my opinion, the floodgates open, and boom, the overall target becomes $1.97. We do see stochastics really getting just absolutely fucked right here, taking out the low, continuing into the bearish critical zone. If this isn't evidence of a bearish market here for the Hall of Fame, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. You might want to do some more research. We do see RSI still playing around with the top side, the top edge of the bearish control zone here, still remaining below the negatively sloped exponential. This little pop up here, boop, rejected. All signs point south on this one, you guys. Again, the 21 being a major catalyst here, unless we see candle closures above the 21. I'm not convinced of bullish momentum, right? That's not to say that it's not, I'm not saying it's not possible the price action bounces, and you know what, it likely can. It likely definitely can bounce off this region, maybe see another stab of the 21 exponential, but until we see candles closing above it, this is not bullish, guys. This is not bullish at all. Look at, when in doubt, pull out. When in doubt, pull out. And the momentum here is definitely to the south side. We don't even see any lack of momentum here on the 21 exponential, and basically to 21 exponential controlling price action all the way down throughout this region. And I'm going to be looking for it to continue to do the same until proven otherwise. If we do confirm this region, 257, 258 as new tentative resistance, let's talk about a couple of levels about bounces maybe. No, I wouldn't. Maybe this region here. I'd look for price action to come out $2.40 first, and then Not much else after that, to be quite honest with you. If we take out that, we take out that region at $2.40. I think this one's gonna be similar, play out similarly to MMAT, and I think it's just gonna floor it to about $2 even. So that's my disposition on the Hall of Fame. Let's go ahead and check out my favorite asset. I am stoked about Bitcoin right now. Let's go ahead and check out Mr. Oh shit! What did I do? Let's check out Bitcoin right now. I do apologize for that fucky mistake here. Let's higher low confirmed. Higher low is confirmed, you guys. I do want to make that abundantly clear. Higher low confirmed. So uptrend continuation, in my opinion, is the most likely disposition here. Not only did we confirm a higher low, but we confirmed a higher low on bullish divergence here, blasting RSI back through the exponential, forcing it back to a positive slope. That does not mean that bearish divergence playing out is off the table, right? If we print new highs and fail to see RSI print new highs, bearish divergence is the likely outcome. But nonetheless, I am still looking for continuation. I would want to say above 47,840 here. My take profit target is exactly 49,000, and I am very excited to potentially see my trade take profit along that region. So that is my estimated target for this price, with the fact that we did see a higher low print, barely a higher low, but a higher low nonetheless. And now, a bounce off the 21 exponential here could have been a very great buying opportunity. I shoulda, right? I shoulda, but you learn. You live and you learn. All I was thinking when price action was coming towards that 21 was like, okay, all right, it's time to think about what I'm gonna do if price action reacts in different ways to the 21 exponential. I didn't think to buy, and I'd be up like, I don't know, 6% if I did. But who cares? My overall position is still very, very, very healthy. Something like 40% in gains right now, with a little bit of leverage. Very exciting stuff here. Could this play out as consolidation? Yeah, it's actually looking like it potentially could play out as consolidation, but this is the thing that I'm looking at here. Again, that higher low, that test off the 21 exponential, and then boom, rocket ship to the upside. This is the candle that I was looking at to be a little bit scary, and then on the open here, we saw even more of a decline first, and then boom. I went to bed and woke up, and price action was launching above 2 days ago. This open here, which is the condition I was looking for price action to print a higher low. Closures above 46,000 even, and that condition was met, right? So what am I looking for here? Either a test of this region or a break of this region at 47,900 is kind of what I'm going to be looking at first and foremost. And if we do close candles above that region, I will be looking at my take profit target to potentially be met, but I will be overall looking for this region as the next potential price target for Bitcoin. I'd say 50,000. I'm just going to say 50,000 even. Now, taking out 50,000, that'd be some exciting shit, ladies and gentlemen. That would be some exciting shit. Give me 1 second, everybody. If the music is too loud, I understand. I do have a viewer. Viewer, if the music is too loud, just give me a heads up. But I'm pretty sure it's at a decent level right now. All right. Let's look at momentum oscillators again, right? Let's look at stochastics. What is stochastics telling us? We do have a new low, right? We do have a new low on stochastics. That much is confirmed, right? It's not unconfirmed. This is confirmed. We do have a new low printing on stochastics here with that critical read here below the 80, right? Below the 80. But look at the moment. Like look at it's not the most sharp, right? So what happens from here? Higher low. Higher low on price action in conjunction with a lower low in stochastics provides the premise of hidden bullish divergence. I would be looking for bullish divergence here on stochastics if stochastics decides to curl up from this new low, and I would be looking for hidden bullish divergence to play out from a stochastics perspective. We did get confirmed regular bullish divergence here on the RSI, but there is a potential to see hidden bullish divergence here on stochastics. So very exciting stuff here for Bitcoin. And again, like a broken record, guys, like a broken record. As long as we remain above that 21 exponential, I have no reason to look for major south targets, right? No significant capitulation targets to the downside, unless we see some kind of flash crash. Boom, like I mean, like one of those 13, 14% big old girthy ass candles in your face to the downside. I'm looking up. I'm looking to the north side. I'm looking to take profit on my position. I've been managing my position. To be honest with you guys, and again, with this channel, I want to be as open and as transparent with my viewers as humanly possible. I do believe this is the most well-managed position of my entire career. I am astonished of the success that I've had with this position since completely revamping my strategies. I mean, I am astonished with the profits that I've been able to take from this move here. So I'm very confident. I'm very excited. Things are looking really good for this position. And, you know, while I do have hopium and an opinion that, you know, price action's likely to continue, that portion doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I trade the technicals. I trade what's on the screen. If there's a signal, doesn't matter what my opinion is. I play the signals that I'm given. And then I manage my risk and manage my position at the same time. And that's what leads to long-term success. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, I remain bullish as long as we're above the 21 exponential. And I do believe it is time for requests, of which we have an absolute shit ton of tonight. Very exciting stuff here today. Give me 1 second. I got a message. Oh, awesome. All right, so my buddy Corey says he found a big old pile of TA for me to do today. He wants AHT first, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more assets to look at after that. It's been a while since we've looked at AHT. What the fuck? Can I have AHT? What's going on, bro? Ah. Ashford Hospitality. Oh, not looking good for AHT, man. Not looking good. Wow. I'm going to be looking for this one to hit the fucking floor. Printing new lows. Like, new lows. Like, all-time lows. Not good. Not good at all, in my opinion. Fucking nasty. AHT looks absolutely dog shit. So let's go ahead and analyze it, right? What do we see? We see price action, you know, after this top here, confirming, you know, a beautiful short signal here. Not really, the only indicator that really got this one here was the RSI, with that signal being given off the rejection of the negatively sloped exponential and a break through the 50 read here. Stochastics was actually in the bearish critical zone when the signal was given, so you didn't really get a decent signal here off of stochastics. Again, with critical signals, I look at the 20 read, the 50 read, and the 80 read for any kind of position here. RSI, in my opinion, won that one. Really gave you a decent signal here for a short, alongside that 21 exponential confirmation to the downside. And then what the fuck? Boom! This is new lows. This is new all-time lows. We are at all-time low status. Congratulations, Corey. You have given me my first all-time low stock. Absolutely dog shit. This one's looking to die. It went from 73.03 all the way to $12. Absolutely disgusting. This is no longer healthy, in my opinion. I would not trade this unless you are shorting it to the floor. Looking for any kind of upside bullish momentum, you're not gonna fucking find it. We broke through this region. I don't even know what these levels are down here. What is this? I'm gonna look at the weekly here. I don't even know why these levels are down here. Are these fib levels that I had open? Yeah, they must have been fib levels, fib levels to the downside that I had opened up. These are not fucking valid. I'm gonna delete all of them. And we're going to get the Fibonacci retracement tool out here. This is not good. This one's not looking good, bro. This one is absolutely dog shit. So we're going to go from this low here and go to this top here. Boom. So we met our first target, right? We hit the 1, right? We're right on the 1 here, and we actually broke the 1. Coming back and confirming this as new tentative resistance will not be good for this stock, because I do believe a target all the way down to the 1.272 Fibonacci retracement target, somewhere around $8.15, is the most likely target. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this one off. This one is, man, thank you for this. I'm excited. I love roasting shit stocks. This stock is dog shit. Wow. And again, very, very simply put, as long as we are below the 21 exponential, I am not looking for bullish momentum. As a matter of fact, stochastics here, printing a new low, had a little bit of an uptrend on the stochastics for a little while, and then, psych, just kidding, fuck you, downtrend, it's coming down. It's coming to the floor. Beep, beep, beep. And look, we do see RSI here coiling around the top side of the bearish control zone, crossing back down after rejecting the negatively sloped exponential, playing out 1, 2, 3 drives of bearish divergence. This is not a healthy stock anymore. I don't know what happened to this this asset. I don't know. People are shorting it to the floor. Not sure why. But this one's awful. This one's absolutely awful. We're going to go ahead and move on. Absolutely. Oh, short and medium. He said short. Same disposition, bro. Down. Fucking down. We actually saw the short-term time frames here confirm this new region as tentative resistance. We do see stochastics here, boom, crossing back below the basically flatlined exponential here, rejecting the bottom side of the bullish, or excuse me, the bearish control zone. And then RSI just coiling. Yeah, RSI has an uptrend. Doesn't mean shit when it's in the bearish control zone. Absolutely doesn't mean anything when it's in the bearish control zone, other than I am bearish, and the evidence that bears have control is vast. And again, you know, short term, still 815 is the target to the downside for this one. We're going to go ahead and move on. Let's check out the daily on... Okay, he wants short-term for YCBD. YCBD, is that a pot stock? Yes, I think so. Oof. So we got a badass. Actually, you know what? We're gonna start over on this one here. So we got a badass bullwick off of this region here, but that doesn't change anything from my perspective. Looking down, we got some things to talk about on this one, for real. We got some things. Oh, so bad. Oh, so bad. So bad. This one is so bad right now. Death. Uptrend, death. All right, so the most important thing that we're looking at right now is the fact that bears have control. The bears have had control for quite some time. Since we got that confirmation signal below the 21 exponential here, they have been in absolute control, giving off a lot of fake out false signals above the 21 exponential. And this one is actually, in my opinion, probably not the best asset to trade the 21 exponential with unless you're trying to short. Short signals do seem to be really powerful with the 21 here, and only, one decent 21 exponential signal, maybe two of them being pretty decent with the 21 for the long side. But as far as the short side's concerned, got a lot of decent signals here for the short side to play out in your favor. What do we see on price action here? This region is confirmed as nothing yet. I will be looking for tomorrow's price action to either, confirm this as resistance or pop back above and confirm it as support. Nonetheless, we're still below the 21 exponential, and look at how much divergence is between price action and the 21 itself. This is not healthy. This is not good. RSI here, fresh entry into the bearish control zone here, negatively sloped exponential, using that exponential multiple times as tentative resistance here. Not looking healthy from that perspective. Stochastics coiling in the critical zone for the bears here. This asset does not look healthy, man. I would actually be looking for a target of $1.88, and if we take out $1.88, this one might hit the floor too. I would be looking for that to be a target. and that to be a potential target. Yeah, if we see candles close below $1.88, $1.70 is going to be my $1.69 is going to be my next target for the downside. Do I have upside targets? Fuck no, hell no. This one is actually absolutely catatonically fucked right now, and you know, if you did short this, congratulations, you got yourself a nice little position here. A couple of fake outs, and if you used you know, classical technical analysis and identified some of these tops as lower highs, and chose to use those lower highs as, you know, as evidence to not pull out of the position yet, you're riding a pretty decent position here. And that's, you know, that's why using multiple tools is so important, right? You can't just use the 21, right? You can't just use the 21. You have to identify, you know, higher highs, higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows in conjunction with horizontal support and resistance, critical signals on the RSI, critical signals on the stochastics to build a case. Again, anytime we're trying to take a position on any asset, we're trying to build a case. And for this one, man, the case was vast. The case was vast to stay in. We saw RSI decline the whole time, you know, consolidate a little bit and decline the whole time. That was your tell. Hey, if you took the short on this 21 here, confirmation, you're still in for a hell of a ride to the downside. I still think this one's coming down, guys. Short term, pop back up. But look at this candlestick here on the short-term time frames, right? Look at this candlestick, the power. We did get a nice little bounce, but in my opinion, this is a pity bounce. Would you see stochastics has been, you know, dominated by the bears for quite some time. We saw some pops up to the neutral zone here. Boom, back down. Neutral zone, boom, back down. Neutral zone, boom, back down. So the neutral zone is a very, very big resistance level for this price action right now on the shorter term time frames. And you know, I'm not looking for anything bullish on this one. I'm actually looking for this one to either, you know, I would say this bounce is strong enough to initiate a little bit more of a bounce up, maybe test the 21 exponential here, but overall I'm going to be looking for this level here to break at some point, about $1.88 once again. And if that condition is met, I'll be looking for this region here at $1.70. Short term is basically the same as the long term, in my opinion. Not looking good for the CBD stock here. Let's go ahead and look at timber. Are you home? Okay. Whew! I heard footsteps and I about shit my pants. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at timber here. What is timber telling us right now? Yeah, 21 exponential strategy here, playing out to the downside very well. This one's also really bad, to be quite honest with you. Uptrend structure is no longer valid. We do not have an uptrend. We do not have the premise for a potential uptrend. That has been destroyed. Next target's going to be about 87 cents, maybe 87.5 cents. Maybe see a little bit of a bounce off that region, but likely continuation further down. We do have another couple of levels here to consider. That would be my first target to the downside if we break this region here at 87.5 cents. Stochastics here diving back down into the bearish critical zone. After rejecting the bullish control zone, nasty price action. Let's see what RSI is doing. Yeah, rejecting the neutral zone for quite some time now. Again, and this is all evidence that, you know, it's been bearish for quite some time, right? You know, seeing a little bit of, you know, stab action above the bullish, the neutral zone, without seeing any continuation as a result, is your tell that this is still very bearish here, and we're seeing that play out again and again with this asset. This is a penny stock. I don't trust penny stocks. I think this asset is an absolute pile of dog shit. And if this isn't enough evidence of that, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, we did have a little bit of an uptrend here. And, you know, medium-term uptrends are always going to happen no matter, you know, what asset you're looking at, even if it's a dog shit asset. But this one is absolutely trash. You know, just continuing down and down and down. I think this one's going to be coming down. The most important level for this asset to pay attention to is the current low. Any given point, if we look at 67 cents and see absolutely dog shit. BBIG. Oh wait, he asked for short. That was short term. BBIG. Vidco Ventures Incorporated. Same thing. I'm actually going to be looking for this one to print new lows on the shorter term time frames, and likely even the daily chart here. What does the daily look like? Yeah, not looking good. Printing lower lows here. 21 exponential, still facing south and gaining more momentum to the downside. On the daily, bears have control. RSI looking to enter the bearish control zone here. Next target for me on this one is going to be this low here at $2.05. If we see that region taken out, I think this one hits the fucking floor. And that's a pretty sizable gap here to see filled. And this would be the potential region that I look for price action on this one to meet again if we do take out that that low right here, right around $1.56. Not healthy. This one's not looking good. But again, this is a new asset. It is a penny stock. So when you're trading penny stocks, you got to be careful. You really got to be careful because penny stocks 9 times out of 10 are long-term dog shit. So, not too much else other than that. All 3 of those stocks look like absolute ass. And at the end of the day, this is just a big range, right? This is just a big range. So I am looking at the $2.05 level as a very critical level. I'm not saying it has to break. I'm saying if it breaks, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good for this asset. But we could easily see it bounce off of this region and then just slowly, over time, creep on back up to the top side of the range and play out the long-term consolidation phase. Or we could see this region break to the downside and then death ensue. So that's going to be it for BBIG. ADA, I bet you it looks better than Bitcoin. I always pick, yeah, it looks better than Bitcoin. I always pick the wrong one, though. New all-time highs. We were looking at that today. We do have a breakout point that is testing as new tentative support right now. Candle body closure, prior all-time high. I would consider that a test if we do see a candle closure back above. And if we do see a candle closure back above, let's talk about upside potentials here, right? We're going to get our fib extension targets out right now, and we're going to talk about this bad boy. Boom. I want to use the candle. I'll use the levels here. Boom. This is the next area of interest. If we do confirm that region, the new all-time high breakout point as new tentative support here, I will be looking for extension to the 1.272 Fibonacci target, somewhere around $2.85 before seeing some kind of pullback, right? This is a big area of interest right now, and I would be looking for pullbacks upon the conditions of this target being met. And that's it for the upside. Unless we see some kind of catatonic top with a break through the 21 exponential, I'm not looking for major downside price action. This one's actually looking very juicy. Confirming an uptrend. We didn't get confirmation of an uptrend till this here. This and then the higher low, right? So we did get a higher low here, but we never saw a top. We never saw a top until boom. This is your higher high call, followed by another higher low, and then lift off. Absolutely powerful. Looking at stochastics here, curling back up. All this coiling action in the critical zone here, bullish. Absolutely bullish, looking for continuation. RSI bouncing off that the edge of the bottom edge of the bullish control zone here, crossing back above the exponential, forcing it back to a positive slope here. We do have the potential for bearish divergence, but we're not there yet, right? We haven't got another top call. If we do get a top call without seeing RSI take out this high here, I will be looking for bearish divergence to play out. And again, that likely lines up with that major area of interest here at the 1.272. Seeing that new high print out without seeing RSI print a new high definitely is indicative of that area of interest potentially pulling back. So continuation is the name of the game for this one. And that's where I'm going to leave ADA on the medium term. Oh, he said short and medium term levels. The only two that I'm paying attention to here are the breakout point on the daily at $2.30 and the area of interest at the 1.272 at $2.85. On the short term, same two levels. And the 21. Obviously, the 21 exponential is another indication that I'm looking at. We do see the 21 here lining up with the $2.19 region here. A pullback on the short-term time frame to that region wouldn't be out of the question, although short-term time frame momentum oscillators do not paint that picture. 4-hour breaking through the critical that critical 80 read into the critical zone here, and RSI bouncing off the bottom side of the bullish control zone. Boom, looking to potentially print a new high. So very, very, very powerful price action movement for ADA. I am very confident that this one will continue to do all-time highs, and that's where I'm going to leave ADA. What's next? Disney Disney and Ford, medium to long term. So we'll do daily and weekly for that one. Disney. Oh yeah, this is definitely consolidating right now. Giving you a lot of false signals here with the 21, and we do see the 21 here basically, coiling a little bit, but flatlined, mostly flatlined. And what tells that? What tells that is the the bearish control, the bearish neutral control of the RSI, and the stochastics really not having a lot of fun in the bullish control zone. So we're gonna clear this chart, identify some levels here. Long term though, I'd probably still be bullish on this long term. Boom. There's your bottom side. Yeah, we saw a couple of stabs, above consolidation here, forcing price action right back into consolidation. We do see the 21 exponential is basically flatlined here. Not looking healthy as far as the 21 is concerned, but this is consolidation until proven otherwise. I will be looking for a potential test of the bottom side of the consolidation phase here at about 169.50. And we do see a nice critical read to confirm that back below the 50 read here, forcing the exponential back to a negative slope, potentially going for a new low on RSI. That will not be a good signal here. If we do break this region, that's not going to be good for Disney. This would be my next target right here to the downside for Mr. Disney. Somewhere around $155 would be my next target to the downside upon the condition of this support level being broken. We do have confirmation below the 21 exponential, and again, anytime I see an edge like that, I will take it. And this one seems to be playing out to the downside. Our stochastics, what is it doing now? Rejecting the bottom side of the bullish control zone. Boom, back through the neutral zone. Critical read below the 50. That's a sell signal, in my opinion. RSI doing the same thing. We described that critical read. So we got all three lined up technically for an edge, a perceived edge to take on the short side. So it is still consolidating, and that is my disposition until proven otherwise. And the proof otherwise would be the $169 level breaking to the downside, or the $180 level breaking to the upside. That's going to be it for the short or the medium term. Weekly though, same thing. Weekly consolidation, 21 exponential flatline here, playing out the weekly range is quite obvious here. Stochastics, all that you see, all that wavy shit, that's very indicative of consolidation. And then the stochastics here playing out that consolidation phase as well above the neutral zone in the bullish neutral zone. I don't like the top call and a new low on the weekly RSI and the negatively sloped exponential, so there is pressure to the downside in my opinion. If we see, again, perfectly lined up, the $169 level on the weekly time frame break, we likely see stochastics cross back down, rejecting the neutral zone, and we likely see RSI cross through the neutral zone into the bearish neutral zone as well, all indicative of a pullback all the way down to this region here at 155. So that's Disney. Let's look at Ford, and this is going to be the last asset we do for tonight. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys enjoyed this like free awesome ass content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. All the help we can get is extremely appreciated to boost that YouTube algorithm. Ford. Long term, we got 14 hours to recover above the 21 exponential, or things are going to be hairy. New lows already being printed here. Not confirmed. Anything can happen in this next 14 hours and 38 minutes. I'm not saying anything is confirmed, but with a closure on a weekly below this low here and below the 21 exponential, not good signals. We likely see a tick a little closer here in towards the neutral zone from a weekly perspective. Again, this is long term. Long term, it's not looking good. Long term, it looks like it wants to continue creeping down. Bearish divergence played out on the weekly. Yeah, stochastics breaking back below the 50 read, printing a new low as well. Yeah, I would be looking for a pullback all the way to this region here at 1188 first and foremost on the weekly, if that condition is met. On the daily though, man, on the daily, short since this candlestick here on the 7th of July, boom, add, take profit, add, take profit, add, take profit. Definitely a downtrend in formation right now. Not looking the great, and this thing's been on an uptrend since the coronavirus dump. So about time. It's about time for a pullback. We're taking out critical levels here, looking to test this. We already tested this critical level, printing new lows, further strengthening the downtrend here. When you see stochastics breaking into the critical zone here, not a good sign. RSI playing with the top side of the bull or bearish control zone here, another not good sign as far as the bullish perspective is concerned. So I am looking for continuation. And again, the 21 is so important, right? But you hardly bring it into context because, you know, we've been below the 21 for quite some time, and until price action regains control above the 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking for targets to the south. If we break 1253, yeah, that's right. If we break 1253 here, the next target that I'm going to be looking for is 1188. And possibly this region here at 1151, and again, unless we take out the 21 exponential here, I'm not going to be looking for, you know, booming bullish targets to the upside. And I think that's what's going to be done today. Thanks for being here, guys. That'll do it for the stream. If you guys, again, enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for being part of the community, and thanks for supporting the community. And until next time, everybody, that'll do it.